If you're watching this video, the M3 is already sold, but it's nothing to cry about. Before I tell you how, why, and when I sold it, I'm gonna give you a quick fleet update because I do have one new car in my possession. So let's see, this remote opens up this door. Garage number one, 2019 Porsche 911 Carrera T with a manual transmission. And of course, behind me is my favorite, and I kid you not, my favorite daily driver, which is this 2022 Tesla Model Y Performance. Kind of looks like an egg or a frog, but I still love it. And on this side, wait, nope. I have to key it in. Ooh. What happened to my car? I could have sworn there was another car in there. I think I know where it is. What do you say? I present to you this 2009 Volkswagen Jetta SE, 56,000 miles, has been in my family since it was brand new. My dad bought it, again, back in 2009. We picked it up from Queens, New York. My dad drove it for a bunch of years. Then he gave it to my sister. My sister drove it for a bunch of years. And then my sister now handed it over to me because she moved out west. She bought herself a Tesla. So I need to figure out what to do with this car. But if you think that the El Garage family is known to upkeep their cars, you'd be wrong. I feel like I'm the only one in the family who really cares about cars. When my dad had it, he kind of neglected it. When my sister had it, she parked it on the street. She didn't do any maintenance. So when this car was handed over to me, it was in a pretty rough shape. But I didn't care because I was up for a challenge. Not only did I want to preserve this car that's been in the family for so many years, but if you notice, I took a break from YouTube for many weeks, and I wanted to recharge my batteries. I wanted to take a mental break. I wanted to spend time with the family. I wanted to focus on my new job that I have, but I also wanted to do some car work and not talk in front of a camera. As much as I love talking to you, I really do. But there are some times where I just really want to wrench and enjoy just spending alone time with my tools and the car. And this car was the perfect thing to accomplish that. So in about 4 weeks, I brought this car back to shape. I refinished the headlights. I did spark plugs, coil packs. I did the brakes, the pads and rotors. The rotors were in such bad condition. I've never seen such bad rotors. I cleaned it inside, I cleaned it outside. I got new wheels because the old ones were so bent that they were just simply ovals. They couldn't even balance out. With the new wheels, I also purchased new tires. I did all the fluid flushes. I replaced the cabin air filter. I've actually never seen such badly clogged cabin filter. It was just absolutely disgusting. Then I got it aligned, and now I'm enjoying this car, but I kind of don't know what to do with it. Fine, I'm gonna move it out of the way. And now for a fleet update, to which I'm gonna use my hero wall, starting with my 2015 Porsche Cayman S with a manual transmission that I purchased a year and a half ago. I owned it for exactly a year. I paid $53,000 for it. A year later, I sold it for $53,000. Over the year that I've owned this vehicle, I did a lot of upgrades to it, upgrades which I've sold to recoup most of my money. Some of the upgrades were given to me at a steep discount from some of the partners of this channel. I was able to sell them at a regular used price and recoup some of the money. Obviously, I lost money on the taxes, but based on some of the YouTube revenue that I've generated because of the content made with this car, it wasn't that great. I want to say that I broke even. And now my 2017 BMW M3 competition with a manual transmission, which many of you remember from this channel. That's what got you started with me. This car I purchased used in 2017. The car was 6 months old. It had about 7,000 miles or so. You can actually watch my pickup video right there. That's the video that really got me started on this channel. The car was fantastic. I've owned it for 5 years. When I purchased it, I paid $63,000. When I sold it for $55,000. So in 5 years or so, I lost $9,000 on this car, plus whatever taxes I paid on it. However, obviously, I've owned it for such a long time. I've been making YouTube content, so the YouTube content kind of paid for the difference. So I still see this car being a wash over the 5 years that I owned it. And think about it. owning a car for 5 years and only losing $9,000 on the sale is unheard of. That's the reason why I sold it. I sold this car in the peak of the market, knowing that the market is going to go down. And as you can even see the prices now, everything is going down. All the dealers that are marking up the cars are basically sitting on the inventory because people are getting smarter with the way they purchase cars. There's a lot more inventory. The whole chip shortage is getting handled, if you will. So cars have peaked. So if you haven't sold your car yet, you kind of missed the boat. Look, I'm going to do the whole Breaking Bad thing. So, what is next for my channel? Oh, yeah, there you go. Anyways, what is next for my fleet? Obviously, the Jetta is something that I'm going to have temporarily. Again, I need to figure out what I want to do with this car. If you can tell me what I can do with it, maybe we can solve it together. Obviously, I am driving and enjoying my 2019 Carrera T. I've done a lot of stuff to it that some of it which I filmed, some of which I haven't. I added tint, as you can see. Actually, Tesla's tinted as well. I replaced these mirrors. There's a video coming out and show you how to do this. They used to be gray, now they're color matched with the body of the car. And then a couple of little things here and there. As I mentioned, Tesla is my family car. When I'm not driving alone or picking up kids in this car, we are always using this car. In 6 months or so that we've owned it, it's 8 months that I've owned it, we put about 13,000 miles on it, which is huge. I'm gonna do a video update on it, on exactly how we like it, all the things that went wrong, so stay tuned for that. However, I am eyeing a next car to add to the fleet, to share on the channel with you, and I'm going to be honest, there's a couple of cars that I'm considering. The first one is the new M2. I've been really anxious to see it. I know it's going to be announced in October for April 2023 release, so if it's something that I really like, I am probably going to order it, so you're going to be seeing it on the channel. Also, I am toying with the idea of picking up, get this, an F82 M4 with a dual clutch transmission. I have to say, ever since I got into the whole Porsche world and realized how good a manual transmission is on a Porsche, driving a manual M3 just wasn't fun, which is also another reason why I sold it. And also, after driving thick whips M4 GTS, again, I was blown away by how amazing it is. So I kind of want to get back in that thing, and it's going to be cool to own a car that's maybe not as refined as the 911, but very torquey with a lot of tuning potential, and that's going to be something that I'm going to be taking to the track. And you might be wondering, what about the channel? Am I still going to be posting one video a week? What's going on? Here, let me explain. So, I'm still going to be posting videos of all the modifications, anything that I do, something that's major to my fleet, I'm going to post it. Obviously, I'm sitting on a set of wheels that I'm not going to tell you what they are, but the wheels are for the Porsche, and I'm going to be doing a video on what wheels they are. However, getting too old for this. However, I'm not going to be pushing myself to put out a video once a week because I want to focus on my family. My family comes first. So anytime I have a choice between spending time with my wife and my kids or doing a video, obviously I'm going to choose the video. No, not the video. I'm going to choose spending time with the kids. But once I have the time to do a video, it's going to be, not only is it going to be a quality video like this one, but it's going to be something that I enjoy. And when I enjoy making a video, you're going to see the enjoyment in it, and you're going to be able to enjoy it a little better. So if you don't see me posting for a week, 2, 3, don't be afraid. I'm out there, I'm still going to be posting. There's just not going to be a regularly scheduled programming. Because at the end of the day, I don't keep this channel to make my YouTube revenue. Obviously, I make a little bit, but it's nothing. It's nothing compared to my day job, which is, I want to focus on my day job, I want to focus on my family, and this is going to be plan number 3. But what's important to me is that each one of you sticks around, because there's going to be some fun content. Again, it's just going to be coming straight from the heart. There's not going to be anything pushy or artificial or anything just to get the video out that week. And then many of you might ask me, how come you didn't tell me you were selling the M3? I would have bought it had you told me you were selling it. I specifically wanted to avoid that. I wanted it to go to someone who knows nothing about TLG, so I removed all the decals, I stripped it out, I removed all the modifications as much as I could. I sold most of them already. I still have the roof rack left, so if you want the roof rack, let me know. Actually, no. What if I buy the M4? Maybe not. Anyways, So yeah, I sold it off. I did not want to be associated with anybody who's buying it. I don't want someone reaching out to me and saying, hey, I bought a car from you and this doesn't work, this doesn't work. Everything works. So to those of you, to that person maybe who watches this channel now and says, hey, I bought Tommy L Garage's old M3. I can guarantee you got a solid car. It had a crank hub update. It had all the maintenance. I mean, it was in a fantastic shape. So if you own this car, you're one lucky person. So I just wanted to wash my hands off of the car and start a new chapter, which obviously chapter continues here and will continue in the fall with the new pickup, hopefully. So just like we started, we're going to end this video on a skateboard, and I'm gonna park in front of door number 3. Door number 3 is the door that's going to be filled up, hopefully in the fall. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to be seeing you in the next video. I've got maybe 5 or 6 videos already filmed. Hopefully you'll enjoy them. And hopefully I'm going to be able to add to their lineup. So maybe for the next couple of months or so, we'll have a consistent video once a week. Once again, thank you very much for watching. I enjoy every single one of you. I really do. It's really, really nice to have so many subscribers, even though I don't have that many, but every single one of them that I have, they're solid. So thank you to each one of my subscribers, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.